Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most epic showdowns in superhero history, Batman vs. Superman. In the film Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, we get to witness a clash between the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel that goes way beyond just fists flying. We're talking about themes like fear, power, and that age-old tale of misunderstanding. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's unpack what makes this battle so memorable. All right, let's set the stage with our two heroes. First up, we've got Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. After witnessing the tragic murder of his parents as a child, Bruce dedicates his life to fighting crime in Gotham. But here's the twist: his past turns him into a dark, brooding figure who sees the world in black and white. His motto? Take down anyone who poses a threat, and that includes Superman. Now, on the flip side, we have Superman, or Clark Kent. Raised by loving adoptive parents, he learns the values of hope and responsibility. He wants to protect humanity and believes in using his extraordinary powers for good. However, with immense power comes the fear of not being able to control it. So you can already see how these two can misunderstand each other, right? So what sparks this big blow up? It basically boils down to fear and miscommunication. After the Zod incident, where a massive battle causes destruction in Metropolis, Bruce sees Superman as a threat to the world. His reaction is typical of someone who's been hurt. He's terrified of what might happen if Superman gets out of control. Meanwhile, Superman is trying to do his best, but he's struggling to understand this dark vigilante who seems to think he's the enemy. Here's where Lex Luthor steps in. This guy knows how to play people against each other like it's a chess game. By manipulating the narrative and pushing Bruce's fear of Superman to the max, Luthor's absolutely stirring the pot. It's like throwing gas on a fire. He knows that Batman will see Superman as a threat, and it just escalates from there. Now let's chat about the deeper themes that surface when these two titans clash. First up is fear and power. Bruce fears the sheer magnitude of Superman's power, worrying that it's too much for any one being to possess. Is he right to be worried? Well, it's subjective. Power can corrupt, but it doesn't have to. Next, we dive into misunderstanding and miscommunication. How many times have we reacted without fully understanding the other person's side? That's precisely what's happening here. Both Batman and Superman fixate on the extremes of their ideals without realizing that they're not so different. They both want what's best for humanity, but go about it in totally opposite ways. Finally, there's the nature of justice. Batman's dark, gritty approach to justice directly contrasts with Superman's hopeful outlook. Batman believes in taking down threats, while Superman believes in building trust and inspiring hope. It's like two sides of the same coin, and yet they clash fiercely. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of their showdown. When Batman and Superman finally face off, it's a sight to behold. Batman comes prepared with his gadgets, using tactical strategies to level the playing field against Superman's brute strength. He's got kryptonite spears, which definitely gives him the upper hand. Throughout the battle, there are these tense moments where you can feel both heroes wanting to understand each other, but being pulled back by their fears and biases. Superman, at one point, even tries to reason with Batman, asking him to see the bigger picture. But Batman is too far gone in his perspective to listen. It's brutal, it's emotional, and it serves as a real turning point for both characters. So there you have it. Batman v Superman isn't just about two heroes fighting. It's about fear, misunderstanding, and the very essence of justice. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore more adventures in the DC universe.